This kind of came on later in life. We can be sensitive our whole life, but it can come on a little later in life, which was the case for you. And when was the moment that you kind of like knew that you were a medium?
Yeah, so I didn't know I could do this. I was called psychics, and then I just, like everybody on this path, had my life fall apart. And then I started having like prophetic dreams. Lily came to me in my dream. I didn't know who she was. And she's like, "Oh, you're a medium," in my dream. I'm like, "What?" And funny story with that is then somebody in another state that I did not know, a stranger on Facebook, reached out to me, and she's like, "Oh, the angels, are sent telling me to tell you to connect with Lily." And I was supposed to go to my boat that day, and I'm like, "Lady, sorry, I'm not going. I'm going to my boat." And then it started raining, so I went and met Lily. And then like Archangel Michael came to me and like, gave me a hug, and I felt every feather and just divine love. And then Jesus came. I just had all of a sudden just opened up overnight. The archangel started like taking over my hands and typing messages to people. And then I was just online.
That's like automatic writing. So you were being inspired and you were writing.
Yeah, like I was online on a website, a spiritual website. I didn't know I was spiritual. I don't know how I ended up on there. And all of a sudden, like my hands were taken over. Seriously, and it was not me because I didn't know I could do this. And the archangel started writing messages to people. And I'm looking at my hands like, I'm not hitting enter. And I couldn't even control my hands. So yeah, so basically everything opened up for me like overnight. It was really strange, and it's been a really fast journey, like even like business wise, the people I connected with. I worked with Jennifer Weigel, and Spirit came to me in my sleep and hooked me up with her. So like Teresa Caputo was in my sleep, and I met her the next day. So it's really weird is I'm showing people or even situations or prophetic things, and then they always happen. How this happened to me, I don't know. I just think it was my soul's mission to wake up. And definitely, you guys, if you are going through a hard time, that seems to be a big catalyst. Being depressed, having your life fall apart, because I believe then we learn from that, and then that makes us non-judgmental, more compassionate to help other people, right?
Yeah. So, and I think trauma, Sherri, like you said, your life was turned upside down. A lot of times trauma will bring on spiritual your sensitivity to connecting, because you're going in a deep place within, because you're so deeply hurt that in that place you're attuning to a different frequency. It's very interesting. Sad to say that through trauma, right, you would ascend, but it's such a beautiful gift back.
Oh yeah. And then when you look back on it, you can actually be grateful for it, which sounds crazy. But you can actually like look back on gratitude and understand why it happened, because it brings you to where you are now. And like I said, I mean, it makes you more caring. It makes you more compassionate. You don't judge people. It's, if we didn't go through it, how could we help anybody? Right. It's a really, and if you look at all these, like, even like famous mediums, they've gone through hell, and it just seems to be really gifted people tend to go through hell. But it is what catalysts you to awakening, So if you're going through a hard time, don't give up. There's hope.
For sure. Because very beautiful things can happen from there,
Yeah.
And so I think with me too as well, that would have happened where I kind of saw spirit when I was young, but I didn't connect it. I didn't even know what a medium was. Through surgery and almost dying was really when I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to all that. Because I used to get red like you. Like, yay, let's go get red. And so then they would say, you have this sensitivity to you should do the work, blah, blah, blah. But of course, life, right, takes you in directions sometimes that you're not ready.
I had no idea I was going to be doing this. I mean, I was supposed to be just retired living on a lake. I mean, this is the last thing I was looking for. Since I was 30, and I'm like, wait, I'm not supposed to be working. But yeah, spirit or your soul, whatever word you want to use, definitely has a plan. Like your soul has that plan. And I truly live in synchronicity. I don't go looking for customers. I don't go looking for jobs. Everything just comes now. So I really believe like when you are in alignment with your soul and you've done the healing work on yourself, and I had to, Lily had to, I'm sure. Once you get in alignment, you just get into synchronicity and everything just opens up, so you just have to have the awareness for it,
You're provided for.
Yeah, and so stay on the journey. Don't give up, guys.
Yeah, for sure. And so here we are now. And I think what I really like about us coming together and doing a gallery is in this industry, it's just like any other job. It can be very political, very divided. And so I'm excited that we are here to set an example that it doesn't matter, really if you're a working medium and I'm a working medium, uh, and that it doesn't determine, right, our friendship or perhaps even us collaborating together. I think that we're a very small percentage already, and we should come together to help people together, because if really we are focusing on this the right way, which is the spirit world, that ego's not going to be there.
Right.
Sometimes you might go separate ways for a little bit because our ascension is in different directions, but we'll come back together, as one.
Yeah.
And I try that whenever I bring anybody, I message you all the time. Paul is coming, or Andy's coming, or, all the time. I'm like, here, let's do this, let's do it together. And we've done some things together and some things we haven't. But I'm excited. April 6th will be in the Hyatt Place. I hope to see some of you guys, local people here, come out, because we're both very funny and hilarious.
And I swear, so just to give you a heads up. That's what my first son says. I'm going to say shit or fuck. Sorry, guys. But it's going to be a very rowdy, I think it's going to be a blast. And, and it's funny, though, that we met, like 10 years ago? I don't know, something like that. Yeah. I don't even know. And it's ironic, like you meet people, like she was saying, or, you meet connections, and like you will do things together, you'll do things separate, it's there's enough dead people for everybody, and
yeah, Lisa Williams said that. She says there's enough dead people to go around.
Well, yeah, and I think that, with the gallery that we're going to be doing, I mean, people always cry, but I also believe that laughter, joy is good for the soul too, and healing. So, there'll be people crying. I mean, it gets really sweet, but then usually my guys will throw in something pretty funny. I mean, it gets kind of kooky sometimes, but it will be highly evidential that day. I mean, it'll be, I think it's going to be amazing.
Absolutely. So come on out, guys. I posted the link on the Facebook. We're going to have Barbara checking in for us. So Barbara's right here.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Barbara. Wherever you are.
She'll be checking in for us. And so we're very excited. Again, we support any students that want to do this. I always bring them out, hey, do you want to participate? Come on out. And it's nice. And we're also doing a fundraiser. So just be looking out for, what we're doing together. I know your daughter has, her boyfriend has a dog and he's needed surgery. So we're coming together to do the fundraiser as well. So we're excited about that. Barbara, I'll let you know if there's anything you can volunteer for with that. That'd be really good, especially that event.
Yeah, he's a service dog, you guys. So, and
oh,
sad. He'll have to be put down. His hips hanging on by a thread. So we definitely are going to do that.
But we're going to sell out and we're going to pay for his surgery, or we're going to help with that, right?
I'm going to get it done. Yeah, we're going to get it done. $10,000 he needs. So.
We're gonna try. We're gonna keep going so we can't no more,
Yeah.
All right, very good. So let's go ahead and let's start. Sherri, I'll let you begin because you are the medium I'm bringing on, so you have the right of way, and then I will follow. You can connect with a couple when you feel you're done. Then I'll just kind of jump in. Again, guys, these are mini readings, so we're not really going to go into a whole 15-minute reading with you guys, but we will bring the connection, the evidence, and the healing message to you. Remember, Sherri doesn't care what you tell her, and that's perfect. If you can take the information, say your name, and say you can take it. So you'll have to come off mute, say your name, and that you can take it. For me, I'll just simply need you to come off, say your name, and say yes, no, or I don't know. All right, Sherri, the floor is yours.
Well, let's see. Hopefully we get somebody, right? I got one sec. Let's invite the spirit to come forward now. I feel like there's a dad. I also feel, can you hear me? I would also feel like this guy would drink. Can anybody take a drinker? That's a father. Care? Okay, we'll see if we're with you. He's coming forward to say he does love you, and I just feel like maybe even some apologies to you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like, and sorry if I'm not looking at you, I have to like space out. I get weird. I just feel like he owes you a lot of apology. And I also don't feel like he was there enough and, treated you not in a correct way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I think that you, kind of what you're going through now is, working on that and healing with that. So I kind of feel like you're showing me that you're having to face some issues or challenges right now that you're trying to come to terms with.
Yes.
Okay. You're going to get through it. And believe it or not, your dad is here to help you and support you, with that. And he's just, I'm going to cry. He's just really deeply sorry. And you need to know that. So, I don't need to know what happened as long as that resonates with you.
Yes.
He's also mentioning, do you have a son?
No.
Does anybody else have a son that passed or anything? Or because do you have a brother then? We'll just let that go.
I have a son.
Anaisa has a son.
I also have a son.
Passed or living?
He passed.
Two. And then how about the other person?
I have a son.
Is he passed?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry to jump on.
Mine is passed as well.
Ouch. So I physically feel pain, guys, and it's like I'm getting a really bad headache. So did this guy, either one of them have a head injury?
Yes,
Okay, can only one person take that?
that's me. I can take it.
You're the only one though, nobody else, right?
I can take the head hurting too.
Well,
Yeah.
my son passed away too.
I also feel like this child would have been more Hispanic. Does that make any sense?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got Lydia and you got Anaisa. Both can take the information so far.
I also feel like this little guy would have liked basketball or sports. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
And I'm hearing like almost like playing hoops in the backyard. You know what I mean? I want to jump up and shoot a basket. Does that make sense?
Yes, my son played basketball all the time.
Okay, so we still have two. Okay, good. Whoever this guy is, you gotta like make this clear. I feel like the kid was also like, I get physical, you guys. I feel like he was kind of hyper, like almost like ADD or jumping around.
Yes, my son never sat still.
Yeah, because I'm like getting like ADD, like ADHD kind of. And when Anissa, can you take any of this too?
The jumping around, yeah. He's really silly. He was a joker.
What does the number 12 mean to either one of you? That could be
My
the number or the number 12.
Well, my son will be 12 this year in May.
The one I'm talking to?
Yes, Lydia.
Okay, so I'm probably with Lydia with the number 12, right? Unless Anissa, does that mean anything to you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you can stay on, but I heard 12.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Yes, the number 12 is a significant number for me and him.
She said it's a significant number for her and him.
Yeah. He passed away he actually went missing on the 12th.
Both can still take this stuff. Oh my God. Does a J name mean, like a name that starts with a J?
I have another son I have actually 3 sons whose names start with a J, which would be his brothers.
Okay, so why am I seeing a fence? I don't know why, but they're showing me a fence.
My son was found in somebody's fenced-in backyard.
So then I'm going to say we're probably with Anissa. But we'll see. And does the month of June mean anything to you?
That was his birthday.
Okay, so
his birthday's in June.
So definitely, Lily, we're with Anissa.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Lydia.
Okay.
Was there any drugs or alcohol involved?
Yeah, he smoked marijuana and he drank.
Mm-hmm. So he's really coming through saying like he's really, really sorry. It was a dumb mistake, dumb accident. I I don't know there was foul play. Did you need that answered? Were there some suspicions around what happened?
Yes.
He doesn't want you to blame people anymore. You know, it's just not helping you. Okay. And just, I feel like there's so many questions still that go through your mind. He's here to say, though, that he loves you. He's trying to communicate with you or show you the signs. He's around you all the time. Do you also have a father that passed?
My mother.
Okay, but I'm also hearing something about a dad. Is there anything going on with your dad?
Me and my dad are like not on speaking terms right now.
So he wants you to mend that fence.
Oh my God, no, you're talking about his dad.
Okay.
Me and his dad have had a really bad broken relationship since he passed away.
Well, I think that you just need to know, or your son wants you to know that, you know, dad's going through a hard time too. You know, so this guy, you know, how old was he when he passed? What's the number? Was he in like 18 or 19? I'm hearing 19-ish.
20.
20. Okay, that works. Okay, it's really good. Just evidence with the same thing. He does not want you to be sad anymore. You know, you need to know he's okay. He's with other fellow family members. Number 2. Hold on, I'm writing stuff down. So does number 2 past like 2 years, or does the number 2, 2 months, 2 years, February?
No.
Okay, just keep that, the number 2, because it's going to mean something, I promise. Okay. Can I say anything to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why am I hearing the word suicide? Is that in reference, were you ever suicidal, or is there anybody else around you or him?
I've been suicidal since he left me.
Well, this is why he's coming forward. Enough of that. He's going to give you the strength from the other side to, you know, keep on. Your other children need you. And he's saying you're going to be happy again. You know, and I just see like, I see like struggles. You know, if you need counseling, go for counseling or whatever you need to do. But you're not meant to die right now, okay? You're meant to live. You're meant to be here. People need you. People count on you. He is always by your side, and he's holding you up from the spirit world, and he's not going to let you do that. He whispers in your ear, he's saying. Have you ever noticed like feeling like a whisper or any, sometimes it feels like a mosquito is on your face, you know what I mean? That's him. Do you ever get a feeling like someone on your face?
I do all the time.
So that's, when you feel that, it's your son.
Wow.
Yeah, and I feel
And
like
when you mentioned the letter J, my son that was sitting next to me, his name starts with a J.
okay, good. And you know, okay. So I'm also feeling like your son tries to send you signs. Have you had any experiences with butterflies?
Oh my God.
That's him.
Oh my.
Okay.
Oh my God, I get them all the time.
Okay. So that's signs from him. I mean, this kid is constantly around you, and it's just so much love. You know, I seriously, I don't cry, and I don't cry that easy. I just feel like so much love, but so much sadness from you. And, you know, he's just saying, like, give your pain to him. Like, you know, maybe like release some of that right now. Because, you know, I know his physical body's not here, but his spirit is always with you. And I'm also hearing the words, and maybe this means something to you. I'm hearing the words, keep shining. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He used to always tell me that we were going to shine one day. We struggled a lot. He used to always tell me we were going to shine one day.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I can't make this up, right? So, this is your son, and he's doing a great job communicating. And he's also showing me angels and feathers. Have you gotten into angels yet or found feathers?
No.
Okay, so try tapping into the angels. Like I said, I work with the archangels. You know, all we have to do is, it's not special. It's here for all of us. So he's like an angel by your side now, but you can also call on Archangel Raphael. Just invite him into your life. Okay?
Okay.
Do you know anyone named Doug or a D name? Dwayne? I don't know. Or did he?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's think about that. Now, did your son have Okay. Did your son have a friend or two that have passed?
Yes.
Okay. So he's bringing them up. Was there any like gang or group activity?
I don't know if his murder had something to do with a gang. I just it's still up in the air, but I know it was a group of them that they have suspicion over.
Yeah. So he was shot?
Yes.
Hold on. You know who did it.
I knew it. I knew I did. I knew I did. I've been.
Yeah. You know, Lily, too, if you want to tap in on this, because this is pretty heavy, if you want to. You know, I just kind of feel also like he maybe didn't always make wise choices, and maybe some of the people he hung around with.
Yeah, you know what? He's definitely always around. But this is the thing, Isa. He says he doesn't want you to blame people. I know Sherri said that, but right away he's like, she needs to not just let it go. It's tearing you apart. Your health is not good. He doesn't want that for you. He wants you to be healthy for his child. You understand? He wants you to be healthy for his child. He's like, it's not fair if she loses us both. It's not fair. Can you understand that you grab his picture and you kiss it? He's talking about the picture and the kissing and Mom, I feel you. I feel your soul is with me. The picture would be in your bedroom. Can you understand that?
It's right up my headboard.
And I know that when I'm there, I feel his presence on the side that you don't sleep on. And it's almost like you call him every night. Come be with me, please. Let me feel you. Can you understand that? That before you go to bed, there's words to him.
Yes.
And so he's acknowledging that he is hearing these words and he is doing his best to bring things such as the butterfly, as Sherri mentioned, and his heart is soul. And he's handing you his child. He's saying you have to be good for her. It's not fair if she loses us both. You understand? It's not fair if she loses us both. You want to be there, but you can't be there if you're not okay. Unfortunately, you're always going to miss me because I was not only your son, we were best friends. You understand that? He was just like you and you could understand him. He says, he's showing me a memory of like my mom looking at me and knowing exactly what is going on in my head. And in particular, this memory, he would have been wearing a red hat. Can you understand that?
The pictures of us in the newspaper, we both have on red and he has a red hat on.
Do you have a necklace of his or a cross?
Oh my.
I guess I've been drawing like a cross on a necklace. Okay, there we go. 100% with this stuff I said and what Lily said, 100% this is your son. He just loves you so much, and he's just like, don't give up. Like she's saying, be strong. You got this, Mom. And he's saying you are going to heal. You are going to get over this. You're going to create a new normal. And I feel like he's handing you a gift. Okay. He's saying like focus on the good memories, not just that night, let's say, right? And he is like your personal angel now, and he's always walking by your side. Like he's never not around you. He's watching over the younger child. So if that's his kid or your other kids, and I'd like to, okay, he wants me to say too, nothing is going to happen to them. So I don't know if you're worried that are you overprotective now of your other children?
I'm super overprotective.
So
I don't even allow them to go outside anymore.
Right. But he's saying like he's going to watch over them. I don't feel, that he's saying that anything's going to happen to them. He's also, are you concerned financially? He's mentioning money.
I lost everything when he passed away because I live in Arizona and he died out there. And when I went to do his funeral arrangements, I lost everything. I lost my job. I lost my house. I lost my car. I lost everything. Right now, I'm currently living with a friend.
So he's bringing that up too. So this is all evidence for you. He's also saying, like, have you tried to get financial assistance?
I just went like 2 days ago.
So this soul was with you when you did that. I mean, what we're bringing through for you, it's all evidence. Your son knows everything around you. You know, he's an angel by your side all the time. He wants you to be healed and happy again. He wants you to enjoy life. You're young. He's like, it's time to, you know, give the pain up.
Yeah.
You know?
You could do it. You've been through the worst. You can do it. Can you remember the song? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Yeah, you don't stop.
Color Me Bad.
But I feel like he's singing it to me. But I feel like I want to say that he sung a song that sound like that, or he danced how they dance. Because like tick tock, you don't stop. You understand that?
Yes.
And it makes me feel like, again, he just wants you to laugh because he's so goofy. That wouldn't have been a serious moment for him. That would have been a moment like, ha ha ha, TikTok, you know, just cracking up.
You know, that's what he's trying to do, is bring you some happiness, you know?
Yeah, so.
Remember how he was, not that night. It's really critical for you to remember what a goofy guy he was. I just feel like this guy I feel like he had an over-the-top personality. He's also bringing me to his hair. Like, I want to go, like, did he have, like my hair, I want to go high.
He had his haircut. It was not like, it was like a nice curly, you know, pushback type, real short on the sides.
Yeah, but it's like, he definitely liked his hair. Like, I could see him, like, in the mirror, like, wanting to, you know, get a certain.
He was a pretty boy. He was always in the mirror.
Yeah. So I think he's saying that, so like he's trying, like, now he's changed the messages to make you smile again, right? And to remember how he was and what a good relationship you had and all the fun you had. He's actually showing me like late nights, you know, and I don't know, actually, I'm sorry, he was drinking, late night drinking and stuff. Was he always like around the neighborhood or something, like always running around?
Yes.
And he got himself in some trouble, he's saying, so he's thinking it's funny. I mean, he lived life the way he wanted to live, and he lived it fast, right?
Yeah, he did.
And I'm just saying, he was a risk taker, you know, and he, you know, he did hang around some people that probably weren't great, you know. If your husband's or his father is open to this, maybe share these messages with the dad too. I feel he does acknowledge dad. You know,
okay.
So that's up to you. I don't know if you talk to him or not, you know. But your son loves you so much. I think it's pretty amazing what he came through with today. You know, so it's time to get back to the girl. You know, it's time to. He wants you to start living again. He wants you to laugh again. He's also showing me numbers. So are you seeing numbers?
I've been playing his birthday in the lottery and my mom's birthday in the lottery.
Did he also wear some sort of like jersey or basketball jersey? Like did he ever wear a red shirt, something with numbers on it?
It was white with red.
He did. He ran track for his school, and their uniforms were white, red, and navy blue.
You have that.
I definitely do.
So, are you thinking about framing that?
The shirts that we wore for his funeral, we have them in frames.
Okay. So, I mean, this kid's around you, hon. Your son's around you all the time. I mean, he knows all this stuff. He's sharing it with me and Lily. So please find comfort in that. He's always by your side. He's also mentioning reading to me. Is there a significance with reading with him?
No.
Are you reading? There's something with reading he's bringing up. Did you help him read? Did you have to teach him? There's something significant about reading.
No.
Think about that later. I don't know what it is either. Do you want to write a story?
I was supposed to make him a cookbook, so I promised his daughter that I was going to make her a cookbook.
Okay, so get on that. Throw yourself into something creative.
All right, we're going to leave that with you. Thank you so much, Isa.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you. You were meant to be here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Oh, take it easy. Have something to drink, okay?
I am right now. I'm gonna
Oh, and
eat
he's saying
something.
you're gonna start sleeping better.
Yeah, I don't sleep at all.
Well, you're gonna start sleeping better because of this. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye, Isa.
Bye.
All right.
Oh, I think that's why we do what we do.
Yeah,
You know, that's,
beautiful.
you know, it's when the kids come through, it's, you know, it's amazing. You know,
It really is.
anybody have
right.
any questions?
Okay, so
Um,
I'll go now,
okay.
right? All right, very good. So why is this not on gallery view? Okay, I don't know why it's not picking up gallery view. So I'm just gonna come here. All right, awesome guys. So thank you so much, Sherri, for opening up and lifting the power. That was beautiful and amazing. So I know that I have a man with me, and this man definitely gives me the way of passing having to do with drinking. And I feel that this would have been an issue for him in his life, and his illness would have come on probably 6 months before, but he wouldn't have said anything to the family. Can anyone understand that? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna keep on with him. I feel that he feels to be like an uncle, and I feel that he brings me to the memory of being a bit difficult to have around, especially the maybe last 3 years of his life, because he was really belligerent and annoying. He acknowledges that. He makes me feel like he's here. Joanne, can you understand that? Would you understand that accept the relationship? Yes.
Not the drinking, Lillian.
Okay.
Could it be drugs?
I don't want to change what I'm getting. I
Okay,
haven't got
keep
that
going.
from him.
Keep
I'm
going.
gonna keep going because I haven't got there with him. But I would know that you would have to take him having been ill, not said anything. I know that he feels to have been around within the family, but would have been very difficult to have him around because he would have been altered. I feel like the alcoholism would have been the main cause of why he started to get sick from so many years of drinking.
It sounds like my dad.
Debbie, you can take it all.
My dad was an alcoholic for many years. He did get help for it. He was also mentally ill, and within the last few years, he was very difficult to handle, very stubborn, and he ended up with a kidney going on dialysis.
Okay, thank you. Joanne, I feel I'm with Debbie. I love you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
So
Lillian.
listen up, okay? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I do feel that if this man is coming in with sorrow, regret, I feel like he says, I'm sorry because he feels that he could have prevented his illness if he would have just stopped. And then on top of it, he didn't tell anybody. I feel there would have been a period where he decided to tell people he was ill, but there would have been a period where he knew and he didn't say anything. You understand that?
Oh yeah, he was sick, and really sick up till he passed away, and he didn't say it really what it was. Even though we tried to get him to go, like, maybe you should go see a doctor, he was no.
No.
He was a little bit stubborn about it.
Sure.
No, I'm fine.
Sure, that makes sense. I do feel that he gives me the image of always putting his hand up and pushing people away. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Would you understand he would do that? Like, just stop where you're at. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like this man wasn't always this way. He's showing me a memory of being a hardworking man. And I feel like the routine of life got to him, and he makes me feel like there would have been depression and sadness that he didn't express, and that would have led to this man's drinking, because
Yeah.
I know that he wasn't this way all the time. You understand that?
Yes.
And I feel when I'm with this man that he wants to come to you and bring his love to you, because you would have gotten the short end of the stick. You understand that?
Yeah, I definitely did. I definitely did. I was the scapegoat.
You would have got the short end of the stick because things weren't in place as they should have been. And he feels that is in reference to after he left and how things turned out. His items, belongings, even how you were acknowledged. You understand that?
Yeah.
And he says, I want you to know that in my eyes, you were a beautiful daughter. The issue was me, not you. And you did what you had to do. And I'm not mad at you for it. And I'm asking you to please forgive me.
I'm not mad at him either. I've struggled with that so much because I did nothing but help him. I would tell him things that I would hope that my best friend would tell me, as far as like, you need to get help and take care of yourself.
Absolutely. I feel like, again, there goes the hand with this man. All right.
I've been searching for his will and all this stuff so we can get his estate settled, and I believe my mom's brother has it, and he's shortchanging us.
There's something that is not right in reference to the position in which you're being put in and what you're receiving. And he's making me feel this. I feel that, again, he says that I take responsibility because I should have been better how I position things and how I left things. But how he is bringing how he feels about that situation to me is giving me the memory of how he was just so very drunk most of the time towards the end of his life. He, what he had done before his alcoholism got really bad, he did, feeling it would be temporary and he would be able to change things to a more better situation, but his health got really bad really fast. You understand that?
Yep.
So he was unable to do that. Can you understand the name Dan or Daniel?
I have an Uncle Dan.
Okay.
That's funny. I heard the same name exactly when you said that.
Oh, I love it.
I have two Uncle Dans, actually.
I was like, where are you? Yeah.
What did you say, Debbie?
I have two Uncle Dans.
And you would understand that they're both living.
Yes.
Because I know they're both living. I know that it's not a Daniel that's coming to me in spirit.
There's also a Dan from would have been his mechanic.
Okay, thank you. So I feel like I want to come to more of a relative for him.
Okay.
Than a friend. And I feel like he's patting him in the back, bringing compassion to him and saying, I'm not mad. I hope you do better.
I get it.
You understand that?
Yeah, I get it.
Because I feel like there's disappointment with him as well.
Yes.
And Dad talks about the wallet that he would use, his wallet. Dad's wallet. Thank you. Because you would understand it's a leather.
Yep.
And you would understand it's black.
Yes.
And you would understand that black leather wallet was really, really wasted right in the middle. Really wasted.
Yeah.
You would have had this wallet for a very long time. But can you also understand the clip, the money clip? And I don't feel this is Dad. To be honest with you, I feel as though I want to say this is a grandfather that is with that in spirit. And
I believe so. My grandpa had one.
There's a money clip with him. He's funny. It's like, I held my money in a money clip. I didn't use a wallet.
Yeah.
So, Dad's like, hey, that was my wallet, and so he comes in and interacts because it's very important that that he's there as well with you. This grandfather definitely was a strong-minded man. Can you understand with this grandfather, and again, I feel like it's paternal grandfather, that there would have been military with this man?
Yes. There was, well, my mom's parents are passed. They were in the actual military. My great grandfather, on my dad's side, it would have been my third great grandfather. It's his Civil War rifle that's missing, and that was passed down to my dad's dad.
Got it. Okay. So again, I feel that as I have them, they want to present themselves together, not separate. And so that tells me, or what I feel with that is that they're saying they're in peace. They're in peace. And what is happening here with material things is not affecting their union on the other side.
No. I just believe my mom's brother is hanging on to this stuff, and I just wanted to know where it's at, and it's been like pulling teeth, and I'm trying to help my brother and settle the estate because he would have gotten the short end of the stick as well, per se. Not as bad as myself, but he would have.
I understand. I feel that again, Dad says, I worked hard and I want you guys to have what it is. I'm sorry for creating the mess. I didn't even take care of myself. I just wasted.
I'm not mad. It's just really frustrating how everything turned out in the end. And when he passed away, I was grateful to hear him say to me, "I love you." My brother and I got there in time for him to say, "I love you." And I'm just really disappointed, more so in how some of my family members have treated us.
Sure. And unfortunately, as a medium, I got to tell you, that's one of the saddest things that I've come to learn. What happens with when loved ones pass and greed and money. It's very sad.
It's ugly.
Yeah. But, you remember, when you leave this earth plane, you're not taking anything with you.
No, you're right. We're not.
That, it's unfortunate, and it's the purpose, and I get it. But know that your dad came in today to say, I take responsibility, and I could have changed things. I thought I had more time, but I should have known better because I wasn't doing anything to improve my life. And he says the last thing he wants to bring here is the watch. You can understand the watch.
He's got a watch, yes.
Okay, thank you. And your brother has that watch?
Yes.
Thank you, because he says my son has my watch. And so when I tie this up and I bring the message to you, I say to you that he brings his mistakes to you to tell you, I thought I had more time in life than what I did. He says, so I remind you to don't waste time on things that really don't matter like I did, because then there's a mess that I left behind, and you have the potential to use your heart. I couldn't even use my heart, much less my mind. And I'm proud of who you are. Use me as an example.
I love my dad. I don't hold any anger towards him whatsoever. I know he was sick. He's been sick for so many years. I struggled with it, but I understood. It didn't, I just want to know if things will be made right.
Alcoholism is an illness too, it is what
Well,
it is.
he also was mentally ill as well.
That's why he couldn't get his thoughts
Yeah,
fixed.
he was mentally ill, and that's why I was like, Dad, you need to get some help. And he would, that's the hand also too. He, push you away, and he would automatically think you were after everything that was his, and it was never the case. And hence why we're trying to fight even to get his life insurance policy back from my uncle, because he left us high and dry.
I'm sorry that you're going through that, and I'm happy that he came through to give you the message.
No
matter what the outcome is, you leave with the wonderful, beautiful memories and the love that you had of your father. Unfortunately, we can't control the people, and I do hope that will be resolved. I do feel that it will. It's going to take more time than what you think, but it really will, okay?
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think there's some good messages that came through today.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are getting the healing. That's huge.
All right, you do one more. I'll do one more.
Let me see if I get anybody. Who's got a birthday coming up? There's
I do. Joanne.
Where are you?
I don't know where I am.
I know I can't see you.
I just
you-
put my picture back on. I don't know where I am.
You're not there.
I don't.
2 pages. Let me find you.
Okay, did you find me?
I will eventually.
Um,
Will you see her?
I don't see me.
Oh, I found her. But you're just not live anymore. Aren't you the lady that had the angel wings on the wall?
I am.
Okay, well you're not live anymore. You see like your profile picture.
Okay, so how do I do that? Oh, I know how I do that. Let's see.
Okay.
Am I back?
Yeah, there you are. Yeah, I was looking
I
for
don't know where I am, but okay, as long as I'm
You know,
back.
it's really funny too. Is I felt like right away, like the first time I saw you, I thought I might be going to you. No, I can't remember what I said. What did I say?
You said who has a birthday? Me. Come
Okay.
on.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Who are you mad at?
Oh man, that's why I put my other picture on. I was fighting.
Oh, okay. Because right away,
Yeah.
they're like telling me like, oh, she's pissed off at somebody.
And it was funny because Nicole just called me. Lillian, you could hear me, right? And Nicole just called me and she said, oh my God, I saw you fighting. I said, I didn't know how to put my other picture up.
I didn't see you because I couldn't even find you. So I know there's angel wings. Now this is weird because you guys, I also work with like guides and angels and stuff like this. So I'm really not thinking this might not be mediumship. You do connect with the angels.
I do.
Are you doing that on a regular basis?
I talk to Archangel Michael 10 times a day.
Okay, this is why we're connecting, because he's like my dude. He's the one that, you know, hugged me and all that. He wants to work with you more. I'm a real honest person and blunt. You got to get out of your head.
I do.
And it's almost like I feel like he has a present or a gift for you. And he's just saying like, you know, this is wild. I'm all hyper again. Here we go. He's saying like, have you been like working really hard on your gifts? And I'm even seeing cards. Have you like got into the angel cards and stuff?
No, I haven't even taken that long.
Okay, so what they're showing me is like, maybe if you have like a tool or something that will give you a focus point, it might help you getting out of your head.
Okay.
Because you can.
This last week, I'm really stuck in my head. Don't tell Lillian though.
Yeah, well.
I'm sorry, Lillian.
That's why they're kind of just showing me like, you know, here, like I hold crystals. Even when I like go on stage, I hold something and just, I'm trying to show you.
I'm surrounded with my crystals and my
right.
Water.
Here's a trick they want me to tell you. So like when I go on stage, and you'll see other mediums do this. Some people will do this with their hands or they spin their ring. I just hold something and I like rub, I hate this camera. And I like rub my thumb on it and that gets you out of your mind. So, because I do feel like you are gifted and things are going to open up more for you. But I think this like just rubbing something or doodling on a paper, something to distract the mind is going to help you a lot.
Okay.
And then who's Carol? Is there a Carol on here?
I brought Spirit, who was a Carol, to Nicole this week. Nicole wanted to hear from Carol. And
so Nicole knows Carol?
Yes, I know Carol.
Yes.
Oh, you two are right next to each other. Okay. So we're connecting in.
Nicole and I study together.
Okay, so are you both mediums?
We are.
Yeah, studying. Yeah.
So are you doing the platform yet? Because I feel like you're supposed to do stuff together.
We haven't done a platform yet.
You guys actually just have to get out of the fear and just go for it. So whether that's doing readings together or because you're brought together for a reason, like you'll complement each other. Like one of you is more quieter than the other.
I have Nicole using her voice.
Yeah, and I know I'm not, this is a mediumship, you guys, but I'm just channeling the stuff through, so I have to like go whatever, you know. But there's like spirit and angels around, you know, a lot around you. But you got to get out of your own way. So I don't know if you work with Lily or what. Do whatever, you know, can help you.
I work with Lillian.
Yeah, we work with Lillian.
They're both about to be certified.
Oh, okay. So this is
They're
like,
on track.
Lillian, make Nicole say that she is a medium. Make her say it.
Nicole, say it. Come on, really?
should
I
choir.
am a medium.
Nicole.
Hey!
You guys could offer to do psychic readings together or mediumship. If you need the confidence from each other.
Well, we tag team people sometimes.
There you go. So you could try to come up with something. And I'm not sure which one I'm with. Which one wants to write a book?
I
Nicole.
want to write a book.
Okay. So they're saying, why don't you get on it? What's stopping you? You're procrastinating. And hey, this is a message for me too, because I'm supposed to write a book, and they gave me the title 5 years ago, and I haven't done it. So you get started on it. What's the month of June mean to you?
The month of June. Well,
It
my
wasn't-
daughter's graduating. My son is graduating.
It was the month that I got married.
So I think it's going to free up more time for you. Like, Nicole, I think you just keep making excuses. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm really busy.
Yeah. But they're saying prioritize. Make this more of a priority.
Okay.
Where do you guys live?
In New York.
New York.
Okay. Nicole, can you do healing work?
Yes.
Okay, so have you focused on that at all?
On the dogs.
No, Nicole and I tag team her son.
We do healings on each other, and I do healings on my dogs, but I haven't done them to people. Although I have done healing in like some of my mediumship a little bit, like I've dabbled in it.
But we've done healing on her son.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
And
did.
he'll say that he feels like the vibration or heat or.
So keep practicing with that, because I see, Nicole, I think you are like a healer. I see green around you. And they're showing me like having to leap over a fence. Like you just have to leap over that hurdle.
Yes.
So is she not like doing this, you guys? I mean, Lily or Joanne, is Nicole holding back?
No, I'm doing a lot. I think that I get nervous.
Yeah,
I
well,
think
I think she's
I
just about to
sometimes
get
think
over the
that,
hurdle, right? She's about to get over the hurdle right now. I think she really has hauled ass and really, really, after like beginner, she slowed down, but she came back with a vengeance.
so
And
I
straight
have
through.
my hugest fear is public speaking. And guess what's the first thing that came at me? My first gallery was 50 people with Billy Corrigan from the Smashing Pumpkins. I was scared shitless. And it was filmed. And I got this dude here, and I'm like, how the hell am I going to do this? And my biggest fear, I have a big mouth, but my biggest fear is public speaking. Believe it or not, the miracles and the blessings happen when you're out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like now I was just asked to do an event for 450 people in a theater. I am scared shitless, but I'm still doing it. Okay, we all get nervous. So you're not going to even know what you're capable of until you jump and just step into it, walk into it, because Spirit's got your back,
This week I did jump, right? Joanne, I jumped and I did 3 readings I was terrified to do.
She's been doing readings this week that are just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Where I feel like I'm grasping. I feel like I'm exhausted.
Right.
She's right there.
Yeah. You're going to open up more, Nicole. You're going to open up. Joanne, you are too. So basically, it's the same thing of just getting out of the mind, getting out of the head, and trusting. It's trust and surrender and letting go. And just like have diarrhea of the mouth, just open your mouth and let it fly.
But I have diarrhea of the mouth normally.
Me too. Yeah.
I do.
But
I was reading and Lillian said, you didn't say that to her, did you?
I
said, I surely did.
I do too, Joanne. So I say what I hear. I mean,
it happens. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's authentic. But it's a trusting and a surrendering, and I keep hearing get your vibration higher. So just I want to say connect to love first, connect to God first before you do in the reading, in the breathing, and you have a lot more things coming up for you and opening up. I just see doors opening up. So don't give up, because you're going to be in a better place a year from now, whatever that means to you. I feel like some of the stress and worries will be gone. Does that make sense?
Well, it does for me, and I'm sure Nicole too.
Yeah. So you two come together, do stuff like me and Lily are doing something right now, and we have a couple events coming up. Support each other, right?
Yeah.
And who's worried about their son?
Me.
Okay. Say his name.
Nicholas.
Or could it be my son?
I just feel like somebody's worried about their son. Are you both
Yeah,
worried
I'm
about
worried about my son also, but it's Thomas.
Who's Bob or Bobby? A B name.
I have an Aunt Barbara.
No, well, what about?
You have Billy.
Could it be
No,
Billy
it's
Bob?
a William. It's a Bill or
It's a William. Is my
Yeah.
brother. I used to call him Billy Bob.
okay, because I heard Billy, but then I heard William. Is he passed?
Yes.
Okay, boom. Okay, that's where we're gonna go now.
He's been around today. He whispered in Nicole's ear earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I heard Billy, but then when we couldn't get it, I heard William. He's really trying to get your. He's funny.
Yeah.
Was he funny?
He could be very funny.
Yeah, because he's make me laugh. He's kind of like I'm a smart ass kind of guy, you know.
That's what he is.
He liked to be noticed and heard. Did he have any issues around his chest or heart?
He did.
Okay. Yeah, and he's actually working with you from the other side. Does that make sense? Are you aware of that?
I definitely know that. And who I was fighting with prior was a friend of his.
Okay, well, he heard that conversation.
Oh, he surely did.
And I also, is there any connection to a guitar? Like, I want to play a guitar. I want to play the guitar.
When he was very younger, but he listened to a lot of like, Bruce Springsteen was like his favorite.
Yeah. And did he smoke?
Pot.
Okay. He's like, I feel like saying like, don't stress out about things. Or have you been like worried and stressed out?
I have.
Okay. So he's going to be helping you from the other side. And what about the mother? Is your mother passed?
She is.
Okay. So she's here too. So they're together?
Tell her hello.
You tell her. She's right. You know, they're here. Did the brother drink?
No, drugs.
Did the mom drink? Because I'm drinking.
She, only when it was lady night long ago when she had to meet a man. I'm sorry.
Your personality takes like is kind of like your mom's, right?
I'm better than her. After her.
Did mom play cards?
She did.
Okay. She's here just coming forward to say like she loves you.
So she wants to go to Atlantic City or something. Like maybe birthday's coming. That's what we used to do.
Okay. Did she knit or crochet or something or sew? I'm doing something. I'm doing something with my hands. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
She did knit, but not like all the time.
Right, but
like,
she did knit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then does she have a sister or do you have a sister?
She has a sister. I have a sister that I don't know, but I mean,
okay.
She has a sister.
And her sister. Okay, good. So then, not good, but I mean, her sister. Yeah. She's with her sister.
That's Aunt Grace. Hi, Aunt Grace.
I want to say Sears Sears, like the store Sears.
Okay.
Was she into Sears or was there Sears catalogs around? That you have to go back years when Sears was, you know.
Years ago, but my aunt, my mother, and I had gone to Sears one time a long time ago.
Okay, good. So that's just confirmation that, you know, the mom, the sister.
Right.
Okay. They're just really, I feel like they're happy. They're just like happy people and they're really happy. They think this is fun. And these ladies could do this. I mean, they could gab and gab and gab and gab.
They can.
You know, they're also saying like, try writing, see if you can automatic write messages from them.
Okay.
Because these two want to talk your ear off.
They probably do.
You know,
I haven't heard from my mom, like, you know, she'll come through just to ask me why.
Right.
Or.
And they're also mentioning shopping. Did you guys all go shopping?
Always.
I know we did. Sears, shopping was significant to them.
Yes.
Do you have your mom's bracelet or necklace, or watch? Because I'm like rubbing my wrist.
I don't have anything on, but I do have her jewelry.
You do have her jewelry, yeah. No, you don't have to have it on, but I just feel like I'm.
Yeah, I have her jewelry.
Oh, did you say it was your birthday coming up?
It is.
Yeah. So they're all here to say happy birthday to you, and they'll be with you. And I see, you know, clairvoyantly, I see like a candle being, you know, blown out, but I also see blessings coming your way.
See, I did just talk about my mom that, and I just said to somebody, I said she used to always buy me the St. Joseph pastry.
Okay.
Because Joseph was my name day.
Okay.
So,
And then she's also showing me a photograph you have of her. Why am I saying clothes with her? Does she just love clothes or something?
Yeah.
Because I'm saying like clothes.
I'm a t-shirt person, and she just loved being dressed.
Yeah, she was like, I don't know, I just want to do my hair, like, yeah, because I'm like, oh. Like she was always going to be dressed when she went out, you know what I mean?
No, even when she was home.
Yeah, and I feel like she had a very clean house, or like she liked to be clean or something. There's like
I was the cleaner. Yes.
Okay. So with you, like she's gonna help you. Like she's very proud of you, what you're doing, and she's gonna try to help you from the other side. She's also showing me dreams. So have you had her come to you in your dream yet?
I've been dreaming the last week, I want to say. Very, very vivid, and it's all people past.
Right. So that's her. So that may be her way of communicating, because she says you don't listen.
I don't.
Yeah. She's like scolding you. You don't listen, you know? Does she like talk loud kind of, or really expressive? I'm like, you don't listen, you know, like the New York lady with the accent.
Yep. She always go, Joanne.
Yeah. So yeah, she's around you, so that's good. So just keep working. They're just saying keep working on the gifts. Like again, they're just coming through to say I love you and happy birthday. So the brother, the mother, the aunt are all together, and there's a couple other people too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Somebody with an S name. I don't know if it's Susan or Shirley, maybe Shirley, or something like an S name.
No, but she was going to name me Susan.
Okay, boom. So that's just a confirmation. Actually, I think you like Joanne better than Susan.
I do. Nothing wrong with Susan, but I do like Joanne. Joanne's just have big mouths. It's just my personality.
No, Joanne suits you better. So, and I'm also hearing like use your humor in your readings and in your, mediumship, because that's what makes you different. And I'm the same way. Like I said, I swear and everything. I don't follow these rules all these mediums tell me.
Well, I was reading somebody this week. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read her tomorrow again. And all these gentlemen were coming forward, and I said, damn, this is like a dating site. I said, only we can't go out with them.
Yeah.
You know, she couldn't take them. I didn't know who they were, but they were all coming in.
But, don't be afraid to be you. Because I feel like there's maybe some insecurity, or you're afraid of, maybe being judged or what you look like, or act like or say or whatever. Be you, because that's going to be your charm.
Right. I mean,
I don't read like Lily. I don't follow rules. I swear. I say whatever spirit wants me to say.
Right.
So use your personality to your advantage. They're showing me don't shrink. Don't be small. Where'd she go? Oh, there you are. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. So I'm just going to leave with that. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Sending you lots of love. Okay. Lily, where are you? She's muted.
I'm here.
That was kind of weird. I mean, sometimes other things besides mediumship come through, so I believe
everybody has their style. Everybody has their way. The way that I read, I got slapped in the hand for going psychic. So I just automatically, I don't go psychic. But if the need of the sitter is a psychic reading, that's what you're going to do. And that's really what we should focus on, is the need, right? The need of the sitter. It's not about us. It's not about, following a rule and not giving somebody what they need. So I admire that about you. That was awesome. So I'm going to deliver one last message, and then we're going to tie it up. I'm excited. Again, if you guys are in the Chicagoland area, come on out April 6th and see us take the platform and have a great time. Susan, I'm excited. I can't wait till you come down here and maybe do a gallery down here sometime this year. Kara, I know you're not far away either. You're always welcome. Come on down. Those that are near. I got my New York girls here. You guys know. Come on down. Maria, you're in Virginia. Maria, Betty, you've been here before. Betty got to come on down. And Natalie, hello. Everybody that's here, hello, and thank you for being here. I'm super excited. Lydia, Susan, Barb, all the students that are always there to hold the space, because that's very important. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go in and see what we're getting. I have to say that I feel that I have a child that was lost. I feel that the child talks about the fact that recently they would have wore a shirt in honor of him, and I feel a lot of I feel like I want to say that I want to come to the mom And I feel like the mom would have held something of his and smelled it. And I feel like I want to say he's acknowledging this memory, and he's very anxious because I'm like moving, and I feel like this would have been in his personality. I know that he was younger. I feel like he passed very sudden and very fast, a very big loss to the family. Can someone understand that? Okay, I'm gonna keep going with him. I feel like I gotta tell you, the shirt is significant. Can someone understand having wore a shirt in honor of a lost child?
Lillian, I wear a sweater. I wear a hoodie with this picture on it.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Okay.
I wear a shirt too, in honor of my friend's son.
Brilliant. Okay, now, would you understand, and this is what's gonna distinguish where I'm at, that recently, it would have been a week ago that you would have wore the shirt in honor of him. There's a significance of a special date or something being done in honor of this boy.
This weekend.
This weekend?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Because he's talking about, he's excited, and I'm like, I never get this way. I don't know. Does this make sense? Why
yes.
am I head this way? And
yes,
and
absolutely.
Way. I'm excited, and that's how they knew I was excited. And when I got more excited, my hands went up, 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 up. And I just, this is how I show love. This is how I ask for love. You understand that? Here, this is how I ask for love. Almost as if he couldn't speak. Can you understand that?
He could speak, but yeah,
I feel like if he could speak, then let me expand on it and go back so that we can get the right information. I know that I want to say that there was a sense here that he wasn't able to express what he wanted to express. I feel that there was a sense of, I'm going to be here forever. I feel that there was a sense that I'm not going to give up. You understand that?
That, yes.
I feel that there's a sense that my mom misses me so much, but I'm so relieved at the same time that my mom doesn't have the burden of me.
Yes.
My mom would have had to, I was on a wheelchair. My mom would have had to use the wheelchair to get me places. My mom had to learn how to get me in and out. My mom would have to do so many things because of my illness, because of how weak I was, and I just got worse and worse and worse. I feel like I have more weight on me, and I just feel like dead weight, like I feel like dead weight, and I'm not growing, I'm not strong, there's something that it's not allowing me to be in a normal state physically. Can you understand that?
Yes.
And I feel like, thank you for the balloons. I feel like, thank you for the balloons. I feel like,
yes.
Somebody
did release balloons this weekend.
Thank you for the balloons. They were beautiful. I took them all. I got them all. Thank you. Can you understand red being significant? Red, the color red.
Yes.
Thank you. And that you don't understand that's significant for the balloons?
I'm not sure of, because somebody else set them off.
Thank you. So I would ask, I feel like I want to say it was a red balloon, or something was done in honor of him. The shirts would have been red, or something that was in honor of him. Brings me to the color red as being significant. I feel free. I feel free. Like I keep taking breaths, and I feel free. I can move my legs, and I can move around, and I have a guitar, and I have music, and I love music, and I want my mom to know this is symbolic, that I'm listening to music and I'm in peace. Can you understand that the reason he says this is because mom would have calmed them down with soothing music, or there would be thank you, because he makes me feel like it's soothing music, and it's something that was done for him when he was here, and so says, I'm in that music all the time now. Not sometimes, all the time I hear that music and I feel so good and I don't feel sad anymore. And I don't feel like covering my ears and just crying and I don't want to hear it anymore. And it's too much for me and it's so sad. Can you understand that?
He had sensitivity to his ears if things were too loud.
Oh, okay, because I know I'm just like, it's too much. I can't. I don't want to hear it. But he had the most amazing smile. He smiled and the whole room smiled. He smiles and the whole room smiled. I'm smiling and I'm smiling. And even if I didn't say a word, I lifted everybody in that room. And
The whole town.
Oh, and he says, thank you for being there for my mom. Thank you for helping my mother eat and be healthy, because my mom would have went through a depressed state after I passed. You understand that?
Yes.
And I kept trying to tell my mom, I'm here, but my mom was so depleted. I don't think she really truly believed in that I was an angel now and that I was there.
She does now, yeah. There's been lots of signs.
Beautiful, thank you. So I feel like he's bringing you to the moment where she wasn't believing and that you would have helped her to believe. Would you understand that? That you would have had part in that shift with this woman. And can you understand a song, In the Arms of the Angel?
Yes. Oh my God, yes. They just played that. They played that at a basketball game. Was it a hockey game for the Providence Bruins, and they had a montage of him, on the big screen.
He's doing a great job communicating. I have to tell you, he really feels free. And there's a sense that he's coming in with all this evidence. And I just want to jump up in the chair. I swear, I just feel young. I feel excited. I want to hug everybody. I want to love everybody. And this is what I want my mom to know, that I'm so free and that I want her to be free. I don't want her to think of pain. I'm no longer in pain. My head doesn't hurt. My neck doesn't hurt. I don't feel like I'm dead weight mentally on her. I don't feel like I'm dead weight physically on her. And he has to make sure that he knows that mom never mind. She never mind taking care of him. She never mind doing what she had to do. She was always there. She was my mom was my biggest cheerleader. My mom was singing to me.
Yes. Yeah.
I can hear my mom. My mom used to sing to me, and I took that imprint, I took that memory, and I hear it all the time on the other side.
Yeah. You want me to tell you a little bit more about him?
Let me give you a couple pieces more of evidence, and then we'll go into that.
Okay.
I feel like as he's bringing me to the love that him and his mom exchange, that he's happy she gets to have a life, and she's going to be okay. She's going to work through the emotions. And I know that I want to say that there's a significance for October. Can you understand October? I feel like it would have been a time of shift for his mother. I want to come to mom. I feel like I want to say there would have been changes for mom in October of last year.
Yeah. There was changes, a lot that she had to go through, but I'm not sure whether there was something significant. Well, he liked Halloween, and it was his first Halloween, the first holiday that he missed.
Okay, thank you. So it was kind of like, even though it's sad, there's a sense of acceptance as well. There's a sense of, well, I have to realize I have to accept him as a soul, and I think I'm going to do that. There was something about that moment for her that would have shifted things for her, and the belief that her son is now an angel. Okay, so I'll leave that with you, and if you can take back that message to her, that would be great.
I will. And well, he had I'm not sure if I can say it right, achondroplasia. He was a little person. He had 3 operations on his back, and he couldn't walk. After he was like 5 years old, he was in a wheelchair. His arms stopped growing also. So he wouldn't have been able to put his hands over his ears. One arm was a lot shorter than the other. And when he got excited, what you just did with your head is exactly what he would do with his head. He would just, throw it all around. That was his excitement, because he couldn't throw his arms up. He couldn't, move. He passed away last August. He was 12 years old. Saturday was his birthday. So we all did a pay it forward in memory of him with his picture, and it had, you know, all about him. Our shirts are in a green heart. Green is for dwarfism, and it has his name and says, be kind, because that was his thing, was to be kind to everyone. This child never, ever was negative. The kids in school were absolutely devastated. They all loved him. He had a personality that they used to call him the mayor, all right, because he just talked to everybody. His dad would take him on the bus and the trains just because he wanted to go on them. He wanted to be a fireman and a policeman, and, you know, he never gave up hope. His mother never gave up hope. Music, he liked class. His mother would play classical music for him to soothe him. Red, I painted his room red, white, and blue because he liked the Patriots. So, you know, he liked the red. What else did you say? Yeah, he was just an amazing child. Like I said, he would have been 13 Saturday.
Betty, you know, I feel like he's here. You really need to tell his mother.
Oh, yeah.
As Lily was saying, that he's free. I'm going to turn himself down. He's
Yeah.
able to run and jump. And
well, let me get a quote.
Wait. Let me finish because I'm going to forget.
Okay, go ahead. I can hear you.
I really feel like you got to get the message to the mom that he's able to do what normal people can do and be able to do what he always wanted to do. I feel like he wanted to always explore and like get out there and do things in nature and walk and swim, and he's able to do all these things now. You know, and there's no more suffering.
I've already told her all that, and so has a million other, you know, like, because she goes to a First Spiritualist church.
Did he have any breathing issues?
That's how he passed. She thought he had a cold, and in the morning about 6 o'clock, he woke up. He said, "Mom, can you blow my nose?" Because he couldn't put his hands near his nose.
Did he also?
And
did she?
By 8 o'clock, he was gone. He had the flu, and she didn't know it.
Okay. Do you remember? Would you know that? Don't give me too much information, okay? Because I'm trying to channel and
I should know better.
Yeah, sorry. You know, because we get like flowing and then like we like lose it. Is there any significance? Do you know if he had like a favorite stuffed animal?
He has a lot of stuffed animals. Yes. And if you're getting a stuffed animal, that would be highly significant because one was given to her with Ian's voice on it, saying, "I love you, Mom.
So,
and I will never leave you."
I think that's a really cool gift. I'm going to remember that if someone ever loses a child. So he's aware of these things. So this is all to show that his soul is around her, you know? Are there 2 boys? Is there another boy?
No, there's a girl.
Okay, who's the other boy? There's another boy that's passed. Lily, you picking up on him too?
Yeah, it's Lydia's son. I know it's Lydia's son. I have to say that to be ethical because he keeps showing me the tattoo. And I know.
I wrote down tattoo.
Okay, well, everybody got tattoos of Ian's drawings. And the mother has Ian's writing on her arm of "I love you, Mommy."
It's very interesting because you had Issa's son that passed sudden and fast can connect with the 12. Lydia's son passed sudden and fast can connect with the 12. And Betty now has a young boy that can connect with the 12. What happens on the other side is they get together and say they
Sherri's in a red shirt, Lil. Remember you said red?
Ah!
Always smiling.
Funny.
Oh, thank you for being here, really, Betty. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, yes, and if you can give them a message to the mom, that would be brilliant. But Sherri, I know that you're with Lydia because I know how he looks. I've brought him in before, but I know he keeps talking about the tattoo, and I was hoping. I told him to go to you. I said, "Can you go to Sherri because because she knows nothing about you?" So yay, he did it.
What's his name?
Lydia, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Because we almost had him at the beginning too. Like,
Oh, I forgot something
Been here all
too.
along, but I didn't want to push it. I was just like, just make your way as you need to.
right. What's his name, hon?
His name is Fabian, and I did feel that he was here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's another one that never leaves your side. And I'm hearing like he had the gift of gab. I mean, this guy had a personality, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Like over the top. I just feel like a lot of excitement from him.
Mhm.
Have you been kind of sad lately?
Yes. Yeah.
So he's bringing that forward to me. Again, he's a special kid. How old was he?
He's gonna be 12.
So I'm showing you. He's showing me like he's tugging on your shirt. Does that make any sense? Like I feel like someone's tugging on my shirt. Like he's always trying to get your attention. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Did he do that in real life, or are you feeling that now?
I feel him. I feel him now. He was just really hyper. He was a really hyper kid. He never sat still. And I always used to tell him, just sit still, Fabian, just sit still.
He's saying like he really could annoy you, Okay, so he's showing me an Easter basket. Is Easter significant for some reason?
Yes, last Easter, we decorated his gravesite.
Okay, so he was with you when you did that. So he's like, basically, he's funny. He's like, are you gonna do that again, Ma? He likes candy. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Like he could never get enough. Like I want to just keep like shoveling food in my mouth, like junk food though, like candy or you know what I mean?
Yes.
But it gave him a stomach ache sometimes. Does that make sense? And you'd warn him, but he wouldn't listen.
Yes.
But he's here just to show up. He wants you to be okay. Obviously he too is trying to help you. He's around other family members, specifically someone that smokes. Is there a grandma that's passed?
There's a few, yes.
They're taking care of him and they greeted him. So I really feel like you need to know he's not alone. Is that a concern of yours that he was alone?
No, I know that he's not alone. And I think that's what gives me a little bit of comfort.
Yeah. So that's what he's saying. He's like, I'm not alone. So if that's what brings you comfort, that's why he's saying it. But he's just here stepping forward to say he really loves you. He's also mentioning like Christmas or the holidays. Did you do something in honor of him or something significant? Or did he just love Christmas?
No, we didn't do anything special.
But I see him like ripping open packages. So when he was alive, was he really excited about the holidays? And I'm seeing gift wrapping. Unless there's like anything coming up, I'm seeing like wrapping paper.
Yes. I mean, I don't know.
You don't have to
Not
make
sure.
it. He's like, okay, is there a celebration coming up?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is there any celebration or birthday or something coming up? I'm seeing gift wrapping paper.
His birthday is in May.
Okay, that's coming up. And I heard 2 right after I said that. I heard 2, so that makes sense. That's like 2 months. Okay, we'll definitely be with him for his birthday. He wants more presents. I don't know what to tell you. He likes the presents. Is there any significance to a bicycle? Did you guys ever get him a bicycle that would be significant? Or he liked to ride the bike? Or what's the bicycle connection? And I'm seeing like scooters too, like those Razor scooters. So did he like to ride things? Where is she?
Are you there, Lydia?
Where'd she go? No, she's there.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry, I'm driving.
Oh.
Accidentally muted it.
Did he like to play outside? Did he like
a hoverboard? I'm not sure about a bicycle.
Scooters. I've seen like did the kid like to be outside riding things? Like,
he didn't have a bike.
I see wheels. So that could be like skateboards, scooters, stuff like that.
He had a hoverboard.
He had what?
A hoverboard, like one of them electronic.
Okay, good. That makes sense because I'm seeing scooters and skateboards. Okay, I don't think it's a hoverboard. So that's okay. You have something of his that. Why do I see his handwriting? Did you keep something that has his handwriting on it?
No, I don't have nothing with his handwriting.
You don't have a letter or a note that he wrote you?
No, my sister has his name on her wall that she still has there.
Yeah, that's it, because I thought that was his name and stuff. So yeah, that works. Wait, this is your kid or your sister's kid?
He's my son, but he was really close with my sister, just his godmother.
Mm-hmm. And this child liked to talk, yes?
Oh yeah.
He's really, again, he's coming through with a lot of love. He wants you to know he is okay. He's surrounded by like family, and I feel he also helps other children. Has anyone ever told you that before?
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like he has like a purpose over there or a job where he helps, greet other kids. Do you have any connection to California?
Yes, I'm going Thursday. I'm leaving for California on Thursday.
Okay, so he's going with you. So that's just showing you the souls around you and that he knows you're going. So, think of him often because he wants to go to the beach. Are you going to the beach?
Yes, I'm going to the beach.
And do you have something silver of his or a silver coin? I mean, he's showing me something silver.
No, I'm not sure.
So think about like a memory that he had of something that was silver. Let me ask you more on that. Did he collect? Are you finding coins?
Yes, I found change all over my house.
Okay, good. That's from him. Okay. So he's trying to do things to get your attention. I wouldn't even be surprised if stuff gets moved. Have you noticed anything move? Oh, he's showing me a picture frame. Have you seen a frame move or fall or anything?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, do you have a picture of him in a picture frame?
Yes.
Okay. Don't be surprised if that gets knocked over or moved. And I'm also seeing keys. He might be actually moving stuff on you. Have you noticed, has anything happened with your key?
Yes, I'm always looking for my keys.
Well, that's him doing that. So he's going to be playing little games and tricks on you. So don't worry, you'll always find the things. That's just his way, to try to like have you aware that he's around. But he's just saying you were the best mommy in the world, and he's just saying you were very patient, and he loves you very much. And I just feel like he's ready to go to California with you. He's like, I'm in, I'm going. So I'll just leave you with that. And he loves you.
Yay! Woo-hoo-hoo! Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for joining us. We are two local Chicago mediums. Anybody that's developing, please continue moving forward. Don't limit yourself to exactly who you are. Me and Sherri can read differently, but we respect each other, and we respect each other as people as well as mediums. So please hold that respect for yourself always as a medium. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. Be authentic, be genuine. And just because you're a healer does not mean that you should not stand up for yourself or push people back when they push on you. A lot of people seem to think, well, I know I thought it was all fluffy and unicorns when I came into this field. I sure did. I was like, yeah, I don't have to deal with the office politics. So stay humble. Don't let it. You have to work at it. Hand to the solar plexus. Be humble. Try to bring yourself back. And, ground down. It's going to happen in life. It's going to happen in whatever you do as a career. But as mediums, let's take everything that Spirit's telling us for the sitters, and let's really not take that for granted. Let's be better people.
It's and I just think too is, like I said earlier, a lot of times our journey starts with suffering, right? Mm-hmm. Really, I truly believe, I am very spiritual and I'm more into higher consciousness and stuff too, not just the mediumship. We really, once we create our own suffering by the way we think. So once you really change your perspective and become aware of how you think, you really can end your suffering. You know, I'm not saying we're not going to have bad days still, guys. Okay, let's get real. We're human. But really, once you change your perspective, life can change overnight. You know, and
it did for us, and it can change for you.
Yeah,
and
and
developing medium, keep it moving. And if you're in Chicago, come on out and see us. Be looking out for more lives. Next week will be a gallery for my year mentors, because they've been working all month on working with past loved ones that were altered, that passed of altered states, such as cocaine, heroin, what was the other one? Alcoholism, and pain medication. So be looking out for the link for that. If you know anybody, especially parents that could use the healing, please forward the link to them. Forward it. The students have worked really hard to identify, to be able to heal this world and the next. So be looking out for that. Bye for now, everybody. Thank you, Sherri.
Bye. Thank you.
Look forward to working with you on platform. Bye, everyone.
guys, take care.